Good morning, everyone. My name is MaryBeth Beck, and I am from Pilates and More in West Ocean City, Maryland. Everyone has been impacted by the coronavirus, specifically studios and gyms. So about 60% of gyms have not made it, but I'm still fighting thanks to Girls Night In online. Every Thursday, they allow me to teach a class for half an hour at 9 o'clock, and it's free. We're looking for donations to help the studio keep up and running and also to keep you fit in the meantime. So if you like what we've done and you'd like to tip me, you can go to my Venmo account, or in the chat room, you can go to, it'll show you my Venmo account. On Facebook, it's Pilates and More, and on Instagram, it's hashtag Pilates Dominatrix. So every Thursday, 9 a.m., you go to Girls Night In online. They are my saviors. And you register for whatever class you'd like. It's not just Pilates. There's yoga. There's all kinds of different types of businesses that are all free. You just do it by a tip basis. So anyhow, let's get started. So today we're going to call this Back to Basics. So I'm doing a classic Pilates routine. So we're going to start learning how to breathe. So you're going to inhale through your nose, and you're going to expand that rib cage to the back. And when you exhale, you want to blow your air out like you're exasperated. You want to feel that diaphragm being pulled down into your torso. And exhale, you're blowing that air out and engaging that pelvic floor. So it's just one type of breath, unlike yoga, which has multiple breaths. So we're going to inhale. I'm going to twist to my side. And exhale, I'm going to return center. Inhale, I'm going to twist, getting taller. Exhale, back to center. So I'm going to put my arms up. So I'm going to inhale and twist, keeping my torso still. And exhale, back to center. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, back to center. One more spine twist. And exhale, back to center. I'm going to take my legs out. I'm going to keep them straight. If you can't keep your legs straight, you certainly could bend them like so. And we're going to do saw. So I'm going to move my flesh out of the way so that I'm up tall on my sitting bones. My arms are going to go out straight. I'm going to inhale with my spine twist. I'm going to exhale. I'm going to dive forward using my pinky. I'm going to pretend to cut off that baby toe. So I'm going to exhale, exhale. I'm going to inhale up in rotation and exhale back to center. Inhale, twist, exhale, dive. Inhale, twist, exhale, dive. Inhale, exhale as you dive. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Exhale, dive. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, dive. Inhale, last set. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, dive. Inhale. And exhale, dive. And I'm going to bring it back to center. My arms are going to come down. My legs are going to come together. So I'm going to sit up tall on my sitting bones and have my feet flat. So what we want to do is a C curve. So I'm going to inhale to prepare. And I'm going to exhale. I'm going to tip my hips back, blowing my air out so that from the top of my head through my pelvis is like the letter C. So I'm looking at my belly button as I inhale. I'm going to exhale. I'm going to dive my head past my pelvis and stack up. So you can either have your hands behind your thighs, which will make it easier, or your arms are going to go out. So I tend to do it in levels. Inhale. Exhale. Blow your air out. Tip your hips back. Look towards that belly button. Inhale. And that's exhale. Dive past that belly button and slowly stack up. Good. We've got two more. Now I'm going to extend my legs. Inhale. Exhale, blow your air out. Slowly roll it down. I'm lengthening and stretching my legs away from me as I'm pulling my belly in, engaging that pelvic floor. I'm going to exhale, dive forward. And I'm going to stack up. This time I'm going to bring my arms up. Inhale. Exhale. Tip those hips back. Blow your air out. Roll it back. So you can stop here if you'd like, or I'm going to roll it all the way down. Inhale to prepare. I'm going to exhale, chin to my chest, blow my air out, and roll myself all the way up. So everybody's Pilates practice can change day to day. Maybe your back's sore. Inhale, hold it. Exhale, deepen. You can always put your feet underneath of the couch until you get strong enough to do a full roll up. Inhale. Exhale, my arms come over my head. Tuck my chin to my chest. Blow my air out. Stretch those legs long way and all the way back up. Good. Inhale, we've got 2 more. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to go halfway down and I'm going to hold it here. I'm going to open my arms and I'm going to exhale and give all of you a big hug. Inhale, open, exhale. Pretend you're hugging a big sequoia, a big tree. So I'm pushing my sacrum into the floor. Remember, your legs can be bent if you need it. Otherwise, we're going to keep them straight. And we're going to go 2, and let's go 1. Hold it. Inhale, exhale, dip those hips back and all the way down. Inhale, exhale, arms over your head, chin to your chest. And let's go all the way forward. Beautiful. We're going to go stay all the way down next time. So let's inhale to prepare. Let's exhale, tip our hips. We're only going to go a little bit. Let's hold it here. Inhale. You want to deepen through. I should have worn a tighter shirt. Deepen through the belly. Engage that pelvic floor. Let's go down a bit more. Inhale. Exhale. Deepen. Hold it. Inhale. Exhale. Deepen. Hold it. Inhale. Fight going down. Exhale. Go all the way down. We're going to hold it here. Hands are going to go down by my sides. My heels are going to slide to my buttocks. I am going to inhale to prepare. And I'm going to exhale. I'm going to tip my hips back for a little pelvic tilt. So you need to flex or bend your spine to tilt those hips up. So I am going to come up into a bridge. So I'm going to articulate my spine up 1 vertebrae at a time. Make sure that your gaze is towards your legs so that you're maintaining a neutral cervical spine. And now I'm going to exhale. I'm going to tip my hips back and I'm going to slowly roll my hips up. I'm going to take my arms, place them straight up in the air. I'm going to imagine that I am in water. And then when I push my arms down, I feel like I'm pushing through the water. I'm going to inhale and I'm going to lower them, but don't let them go all the way to the floor. I'm going to inhale and lift and exhale and lower. Inhale and lift and exhale and lower. Inhale and exhale. Push it and lift. So engaging your pelvic floor, some people are like, I don't know where that is or how to engage it. So you want to imagine that we are on a long car ride and that I am not stopping at the exit to let you pee. So you have to hold it. You want to squeeze those muscles. They are the deep-rooted muscles that help hold our internal organs up. And it'll give you the most deep-rooted contraction for your abs. So that every move we make, every breath that you take, your core is watching and helping. So let's do 1 more here. Now we're going to hold it down. Just let it hover over top of the floor. Sorry, I should have worn a tighter shirt here. And now we're going to do little pulses. I know it looks a little risque, but it's totally worth it. So now I'm going right where the hamstring comes into the buttocks here. Trying to keep those butts lifted or give you a little push here. Strong buttock muscles help for a stronger spine. It balances us out. So I'm starting to feel this good. So I'm going to go 10 and 9 and 8. So I'm staying low with that pelvic lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. And now I'm going to hold it all the way up as far as I can get it. And I'm going to take my hands, I'm going to place them down by my sides, looking towards my legs. I don't have to see them. I'm going to take my right leg and place it straight up in the air. I'm going to inhale, take it down, exhale, lift it up. Inhale, exhale. Trying to keep my hips level. Let's go 8, and 7, and 6. Keep those hips up, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2. Good, good. And 1. I'm going to bend that knee, place it back down onto the floor. I'm going to send my left leg up. I'm going to inhale and lower it, even with the opposite leg. So you can see I can turn my head easily from side to side. I'm using my hands to help stabilize me. Let's go 6. Let's go 5. Let's go 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Let's replace that leg back down. I'm going to come up onto my toes. So I've yet to go down to the floor. And now I'm going to do little tiny lifts here. So as I go down, I'm going to open up my knees. As I come up, I'm going to close them. So I'm adding clam to our bridge here. So now you're going to feel your inner thighs and your outer thighs. Good job. Make sure you've got equal pressure across that foot, the big toe area and the baby toe area. Squeezing those thighs together, squeezing those buttocks. Now, if you can't come up onto your toes, totally fine. You work within your own fitness level. There's no shame, and nobody's watching you. You're home by yourself. And we've got 8, I can't see you, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. I'm going to keep my legs together. I'm going to roll through my feet. I'm going to lift my toes. I'm going to go about halfway. So I'm going to roll down to the end of my rib cage. And I'm going to do little pulses right here with my toes lifted. So now you should really feel this in through that inner thigh still. You'll still feel it in your hamstrings and your glutes and your core. Because we're lifted off the ground, your core has to squeeze. And as you add that breath in, you're going to get your abs as well as those legs. So we're going to go 10 and 9 and 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hold. My feet are going to go down to the floor, and I'm going to roll through my spine all the way down. I'm going to bring my legs into a tabletop position. I'm going to stretch my arms straight up in the air. I'm going to take the opposite arm and leg, and I'm going to inhale and stretch it away, and exhale and pull it back. Tabletop is when the knee or that femur is just sitting in that hip socket. So I want to make sure that if you're new to Pilates, let's go flat back. If you are familiar with Pilates, find your neutral position. Let's do it again. So I'm going to inhale, I'm going to stretch opposite arm and leg, and exhale, bring it to center. So we're going to inhale and stretch super slow, and exhale, pull it back together. Inhale and stretch super slow. Exhale as it comes back in. Inhale super slow, and exhale. Everyone is exasperated with this pandemic. It has affected all of us. So use that frustration in your Pilates routine today. Exhale, get out all that negativity. Inhale, positive energy. Inhale, spreading kindness. And exhale, inhale and reach. And exhale, beautiful. Inhale and reach and exhale. Now, if I have gone past your fitness level, you can always put one foot down and just do one side. And then after you've done a few, you can go to the other side. So now let's go one more time here. Good, and last time, back is still staying flat. Now I'm going to do both legs. So I'm going to inhale, I'm going to stretch my legs out and exhale and pull it back together. Now, the lower your legs go, the harder it's going to be. So if your back is arching off the floor, you need to bring your legs up a little higher. We want quality, not quantity. You're not trying to mimic what I do. You want to feel what we're trying to accomplish. So my legs are still together as I reach them out. My back is still flat or in my neutral position, as it were. So we're going to do 2 more like this, and we're going to add on. So this is double leg stretch, and now I'm going to add a twist. I know I said classic, but I can't help myself. We're going to hold this one out. We're going to open the arms and legs and close them together. Inhale, open, exhale, close. Keep that back firmly rooted into the ground. Your eyes are open. You're looking towards those legs. Your abs are firing. Good, let's go 3. Let's fire those abs. Let's fire that fat. Now you can't spot reduce fat, but you can spot train a muscle. So let's keep them open. And you're going to bring your legs up and together. And we're going to go out and V. Up and together for a big clamshell here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Keeping my back firmly rooted into the ground. Exhale, squeeze it up and together. Inhale, reach it. Exhale, squeeze up and together. Inhale, reach it. Exhale, up and together. Inhale, reach it. Exhale, up and together. 2 more. Inhale, reach it. Exhale, squeeze up together. 1 more. Exhale, squeeze up together. Now I'm going to keep my legs open. I'm going to take my hands and place them behind my head. I'm going to lift my head and shoulders up, and I am going to click. Click, open, close. We're going to go 10. We're going to go 9. We're going to go 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let's bring that one in. Now I'm going to take my hands and make a little barricade here. So if you have to take a rest, there's no shame. Knees are in tabletop. My femur is sitting in its hip socket. And I'm blocking my hands so that my legs cannot come past my hips. So that now I'm trying not to get it in my legs and my quads. I want it to come into my core. So we're going to start with just a single leg stretch. Now I'm going to grab each leg, stopping it, making it sure it's moving in the way that we ambulate, so that it's going straight up and down a nice plumb line from your hip. So this would be your beginner. Inhale and exhale. Now I'm going to take my hands and place them behind my head, and I never want you to interlace them. I want you to keep them hand over hand. I'm going to take my hands and place them behind my head. This would be level 2. Next, you can lift your head and shoulders up. Now I'm just making a nice basket for my head to rest in. You should still be able to fit your chin, your fist in between your chin and your chest. So we're going to go nice and slow. My back is still in neutral or in your flat back position. My abs are on fire right now. I hope yours are too. And now let's take this into crisscross. So I am going to stretch, push it over to the side. Now when I push to the side, I'm pushing my rib cage into the floor. I'm not focusing on bringing my elbow to my knee. That's not my destination. Rib cage to the floor. So I'm going to inhale to one side, exhale to the other. Nice and slow. Remembering that you're going to keep, the lower your legs are, the harder it's going to be. The higher they are, the easier it's going to be. So we're going to go slow for about 5 more. So we're going to go 5 and stretch, and 4 and stretch, and 3 and stretch, and 2 and stretch, and 1 and stretch. And let's go fast for 10. So we're going to 10 and reach, alternating that breath. Inhale to one side, exhale to the other, pushing my rib cage into the floor. Beautiful. You know, I'm not very good at counting. So we're going to go 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let's take those legs straight up. My head and shoulders are going to stay behind my head. I'm going to point my toes, and I'm going to inhale as I go down. I'm going to flex my feet and exhale, come up. Point my toes. Inhale, go down. Flex my feet. Exhale, come up. Point my toes, inhale down, flex my feet, exhale, come up. Now, if you wanted a little help with this one, you can either bend your knees, let them go down and pull them back up, or you can sit on your hands, and that will allow you to go a little lower. Flex my feet, exhale, back up. Point, inhale, lower, flex your feet, exhale, come up. Inhale, lower, flex my feet, exhale, come up. Inhale, lower, flex my feet, exhale, come up. 2 more. Point, inhale, flex, exhale, up. 1 more. Inhale, flex my feet, exhale, come up. Keeping my legs straight, I'm going to let go of my hands and bring them to my legs.
So my legs are nice and straight in a perpendicular position. So before we did an alternating one, this time we're going to do both arms and both legs for a straight leg, double leg stretch. Inhale and stretch them. Exhale and pull them together. Now your double leg stretch today may look like this. Remember, you're trying to feel this. We're not trying to hurt ourselves. We're trying to strengthen. So I'm stretching my arms nice and long. I'm inhaling and reaching. I'm exhaling, pulling in. Let's inhale and reach and exhale, pull in. So my gaze is still towards my legs. You do not have to see them. Keeping those cervical vertebrae protected. Good, let's go 4 and reach it. Let's go 3 and reach it. Good, let's go 2 and reach it. Where's my breathing? Inhale and exhale. Now holding my legs up, I'm going to take my fingers, place them behind my right leg and give myself a little stretch here. I do not stretch in this class because I only get a half an hour. So my legs are super straight and I'm going to alternate bringing them to me. So I'm going to pump, pump, and switch, pump, pump, and switch, pump, pump, and switch, pump, pump, and switch, pump, pump, and switch. You may be more flexible. You may hold behind the calf. And if you're nice and strong through the core, we're going to lift the head and shoulders up. Now, I still can fit my fist in between my chin and my chest. My shoulder blades are drawn down my back. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Last time. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. And let's bring it in. We're going to put our feet down. We're going to turn onto our sides. So now let's give our sides a little bit of a workout here. So I'm going to make sure that I'm in a nice, long, straight position, that my hips are stacked one on top of the other. My top arm can either be down, you can bend it. Some people come up onto their elbows like this. I don't recommend it. It really puts your cervical vertebrae in an unsafe position. So I'm going to give myself a little pillow here. My hips are nice and straight. My legs are nice and long. We're going to inhale and lift them and exhale and lower. Inhale and lift. Notice you could come right through the side of me because I am lifting my abs up as I do this. Exhale, release. Maybe take a towel and put it under there. Now, it doesn't matter if you are touching the ground, that's fine. I want that internal lift. Internal lift. So I'm exhale, lifting those legs. Inhale down, exhale, lift. I would rather you rock forward and do this than rock back. When you're rocking back, then you end up more in your hip flexors, and you don't want that. So we're going to go 4 and 3 and 2, and we're going to hold this one up, and you are going to scissor those legs. Now notice my upper body is not moving. I'm keeping my core as strong as possible to allow my legs to differentiate from my torso. So I'm getting those legs as long as I can, stretching them way away from my torso. We've got 3. You're doing great. We've got 2, and we've got 1. Let's hold it up. Give me some heel beats. Keep that torso still. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's flip over onto our abs. So now we're on our tummies. I'm going to put my elbows directly underneath of my shoulders. I'm going to tuck my toes, and I'm just going to come up onto my knees. So I want a nice wide open back. I shouldn't be able to serve soup in between your shoulder blades. Now this might be your beginner little hover, and I'm going to go up into a full hover here. So I'm holding this nice low plank. So this would be beginner. This would be a little bit more advanced, more intermediate. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt my hips from side to side. So I'm going to go 10, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. and release it down. Let's come all the way down to the floor. And I'm going to take my arms, I'm going to place them out to my sides like a field goal post. I'm going to press my forehead in to the floor, and I'm going to stretch my legs long away from me before I even start. I'm going to inhale. I'm going to lift my arms and my shoulders, pinching my shoulder blades together and slowly bringing it down. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. Inhale and lift. Pinch the shoulder blades. Exhale and lower. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. Last time. Inhale and lift. Exhale and lower. Now I'm going to lift my legs as well as my upper body. We're doing a modified swan. So we're going to inhale and lift, pulling those abs away from the floor, and exhale, return. Inhale and reach it, and exhale, return. Now, people often forget about their back. Your core is not only in the front, it wraps around you with your transverse abdominis like a belt. So on the next one, we're going to inhale and lift. I'm going to stretch my arms over my head, take them out to the sides, and bend them in and return. Inhale and lift. Exhale, stretch those arms, sweep them around, and pull them in and return. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, stretch, and lift, and pull it back in. Good job. 2 more. Inhale and lift. Exhale, reach those arms out, around, and together, and down. Last set. Inhale and lift it. Exhale, reach them out, all the way around. Let it lift you, and let's bring it down. Pushing myself up into a plank position. So now I'm on my all 4 position here. I'm going to point my right foot. I'm going to lift. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Switch. Inhale, inhale, flex, exhale, exhale. Point, point, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, 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 exhale. 1 more on each side. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Drop those knees, and we're going to turn to the other side. So we're going to take it onto our side. Stop. Stop. So we're going to take it onto the opposite side. No waffles. No, no, no. So I'm going to go in a straight line here. Tuck my head, arm underneath of my head. Nice straight line here. Sorry, waffles is trying to creep the next glass. So I'm trying to keep my body in a nice straight position, and I'm going to keep my abs lifted. Arm is tucked under my head. We're going to inhale and lift, and exhale and lower. Now you might notice you're much better on one side than the other. Inhale and exhale. We always have a dominant side unless you're ambidextrous. So you're always going to be a little bit better on the side that usually does everything. I could say something about that, but I won't. Okay, nice and controlled. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Don't forget to breathe. 2, we're going to do 1 more here. Let's take it up. Give me that scissor. Keeping that upper body still. That is the challenge. Keeping those abs super tight. How far you get your legs to move is just up to you. You don't have to mimic what I'm doing. You want to feel what we're doing. So I am feeling this not only in my legs and my hips, but I'm feeling it in the sides of my waist. So we're going to go 3, we're going to go 2, and we're going to go 1, and let's bring those legs together, turn those toes out, and heel beat. So we're going to go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and let's slowly bring it back down. Let's do 1 more thing, and then we'll be out of here, I promise. So we're going to flip over, maybe 2 things. We're going to flip over onto our backs, and I'm going to take my hands, I'm going to place them behind my head, and I'm going to lift my legs straight up in the air. So to start with, all I'm going to do is twist my legs. So I'm just turning them from side to side. Just rubbing that sacrum into the floor here. Remember, I am MaryBeth Beck. I am in West Ocean City, Maryland. You can tip me via Venmo under MaryBeth Beck. You please go to Girls Night In online and check out what we have to offer. Now I'm gonna lift my head and shoulders up. I wanna make sure I've got that space in between my chin and my chest. My fingers are not interlaced, so I'm gonna go 10 and 9 and 8. So you should feel this right here above the hip bones. And 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. And then lastly, I want you to draw me small circles. Just little circles with both legs. Keeping that upper body as still as you can. So we're gonna go 3, we're gonna go 2 and 1, and we're gonna switch it. So today my legs are about the size of a dinner plate here. 3 and 2 and 1. Now I'm going to take my legs down. I'm going to draw one leg in, slide it out, draw the other leg in, slide it out. Now I'm holding my back in neutral, or you can hold that flat back position. I'm engaging my pelvic floor with each exhalation. Now you can have your head and shoulders down and do this. My dog's growling at the moment. I'm imagining that that's you all growling at me because the shit hurt. You can keep your head and shoulders up, and that'll make it a little bit more difficult. Slide it in, push it out, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Let's bend both knees. Place them on the ground. Stretch yourself like you just got out of bed. Stretch your body like a long piece of taffy. Shoulder blades are drawn down my back. I'm going to take a nice inhalation. I'm going to exhale. Arms come over me, chin to my chest. Blow my air out. Come all the way forward. Pull on those toes. Both the big toe, and then I also like to pull on my baby toe as well. And I thank you guys so much. MaryBeth Beck, Pilates and more. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm sweaty, so I hope you guys are too. Stay safe and blessed. Love you guys.